Welcome back to the Retro Era. This is your boy Retro, and in today's Final Fantasy X video, I'm going to show you how you can earn and farm a lot of AP very early in the game, as early as joining Yuna on her pilgrimage. And we're going to be doing this on the SS Licky boat on the way to Kilika. Now, it doesn't matter if you're on your first playthrough or your second playthrough, you can do this anytime that you're here. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can do this very early. It's a very old school trick in the game that allows you to farm as much as AP as you can possibly can. Now, it's not on the level of the Don Tomberry, but it's a very early trick to have you get the jump on the level difficulty spikes later on in the game. Let's say the Mihan High Road or the Operation Mihan. Anytime later on in the game that there's a difficulty spike for you, at least at this point you have farmed AP enough to where your playthrough can feel smooth. Okay, so I'm going to show you how you can do this with ease in this game. Now, before we actually start leaving on the SS Licky, there's a couple of things. Actually, there's only one specific thing you need, and we have to unlock Titus's, or Titus. He will always be Titus to me, even though his name is Titus. We have to unlock his haste ability. It is the very most important ability to need for this thing to work, because if you don't have haste, it can possibly work, but you're gonna have sin scales attack you, and thus you're gonna be taking damage, and then you gotta heal, and we don't want that at all. We don't want to take no damage whatsoever, so we have to have this ability unlocked so our characters can be fast enough to get a turn and get the jump on our enemies. And I'm going to show you how you can earn AP really fast before leaving to unlock this crazy ability. So what we want to do is find a spot on this trail. It doesn't matter where you are, as long as you're on this trail. What you want to do is get into a random encounter with a group of 3, and look at that, as our first encounter, and we already got a group of 3 here. What we want to do in this part right now is have everybody get a turn and just guard. We don't want to defeat our enemies right now, because Yuna is actually going to be doing that. So once everybody gets a turn and they guard, we're going to use Yuna to summon your girl Valefor, and she is going to overkill these enemies, earning you additional AP after you defeated them all. So I'm going to swap in Lulu. Everybody has had their turn now. I am going to summon your girl, and all we want to do is generate her overdrive, and I'm going to show you how you can do that with ease right here. Okay, the next step is we want to use Valefor's boost ability. This will increase the amount of overdrive she gets when she takes damage. Now keep in mind, you do not want her to get KO'd, because the flan is the only one that will do the most damage to you, so be careful. It'll take a couple of boosts for this to work. In my case, it's going to be 3 times I use boost, so I gotta actually get Valefor to take some damage here, so be careful. You don't want Valefor to get knocked out, and then you're gonna have to run back to the save sphere. So just keep using boosts as much as you can, and you have to allow the flan to deal damage so you can get that overdrive. Hopefully this might be it. Nope. One more time. One more time. Boom, there we go. Now to unleash havoc on these 3 enemies, you can use Energy Blast or Energy Ray. It does not matter. The only thing we need is that overkill on all 3 enemies. I'm going to use Energy Blast for this part right here, and I think we should be able to have 12 AP. Overkilling earns you additional AP in the game, so you want to make sure you always overkill your enemies. Okay, what you want to do is stand in this spot or any spot on this trail and farm those group of 3 enemies, overkilling them, gaining you 12 AP. Once you have enough sphere points, just hop back into the sphere grid, select your boy Titus, and what you want to do is come all the way to unlock haste. Don't worry about anybody else. all you want to do is focus on your boy Titus right now. Since I already have it, my mission is complete. Now this will generally take you about 10-15 minutes. I'll say 15 minutes at the most. If you're locked in, 15 minutes is all you need in order for this thing to work. Okay, so now that you got haste, all you want to do is go into SS Licky. We're going to trigger all of that cutscene, and I'll be right back. Now that we are here starting on the SS Licky, we are fighting against Sin's Fin, but our goal is not to target Sin itself. Our goal is to target the Sin scales, the 3 enemies in front of us. These 3 enemies are going to be our farming loop to earn AP in this game. Now, just like on Besaid, you want to make sure everybody gets a turn, so that way once you're done with this entire sequence, everybody will receive the AP. And if you are overkilling these enemies, that's additional AP, you know what I'm saying? So this is going to be our setup. We're going to need Titus, Orin. We're gonna need Titus, Waka, and Kamari. And those are gonna be our 3 characters we're gonna be using to destroy and send these Sin scales into the next dimension. So we're gonna make sure to guard with everybody so that way they all can get a turn. Don't use Yuna. Do not use Lulu. Strictly Titus, Kamari, and Waka. And the first thing you want to do is make sure you haste Titus or haste Kamari. Whichever physical attacker you want to haste first, it don't matter. Let me make sure your girl I can't even talk today. What's going on? Lulu, make sure she gets a turn. Once she gets a turn, swap in for Waka and you're good to go. Actually gonna guard with you, and we're also gonna put haste on Kamari. Sin is gonna be roaming through this giant ocean here. Don't worry about Sin throwing a tantrum, just moving around. All right, we're gonna guard and we're gonna bring in Waka. He's gonna be our last guy. We're gonna guard and we're gonna haste Waka. Now that our 3 characters are all hasted, the next thing we gotta do is stack cheer 5 times. Cheer gives us increased strength and a defense. What we want to do is knock out these Sin scales with 1 hit. So I'm gonna just go ahead and start attacking right now, actually, just so I can get the ball rolling. And with Titus, just use cheer 5 times because cheer does stack 5 times. And that's pretty much all you want to do. Just use your characters to just destroy them as fast as possible, but you want to make sure you one-shot them. Okay, you don't want to make sure they have a turn because they hit you with spine, and that's kind of diabolical. You don't want to be healing in battle. You want to one-shot them, have Sin spawn them again, and rinse and repeat. This is it. That's all you got to do. And Sin is going to respawn these 3 enemies over and over and over again. Don't attack the fin. We're not attacking Sin's fin yet. We're just gonna attack the Sin skills. That's all you want to do. Now you could spend a good amount of time here doing this for however long you want. Once cheer is done, everybody can just go in on this enemy. Waka is one-shotting, Kamari is one-shotting, and that's about it. Now also, pro tip, you can honestly earn and unlock all of Titus's swordplay overdrives here on the SS Licky or back on Besaid. Check out the links in the description. I got you covered, man. They're very early, they're very easy to unlock. They're linked in the description. Naturally, if you spend an hour here, you can earn 15 to 20 levels right after this entire thing is done. So just stand here and attack them over and over and over again until you feel like, okay, I'm done and I want to defeat Sin's fin, and then move on to another boss underneath the water to finish this entire thing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna fast forward this jump, and I'm gonna show you just how much AP we can earn. And there we go. Overkill this enemy so we can end our AP farming loop. At the end of this little scene, we're gonna see how much AP we received after doing this for an entire hour. Now remember, I'm on console. So yeah, it took me about an hour to do this. You don't have to do this. Let's see what happens. All of that AP already. Just to get a head start in the game. Let's press X, see how much we got. Your boy got 20 levels, 12, 12, 9, and 15. This is a good amount of AP to get you started in the game, which is pretty awesome. Yuna has 20 sphere levels. Now, it's not, of course, the Don Tomberry trick. This is a very unique way very early on that you can farm AP early in the game. You can spend however long you need to do this at the beginning of the game. So now Yuna has 20 levels. She can complete her whole tier right here and move on to a higher tier on the sphere grid, as well as Waka and everybody else. So let's go ahead and move your boy and activate some grids, man. He's already finished at the first tier with all of these spheres he has. So this is an awesome way if you want to earn AP very early in the game. Now remember, you don't have to do this, and if you're thinking it's very long, it doesn't have to be very long. You know, it's all on up to you on how long you spend doing this. But this is a very easy and simple old school way to earn AP early in the game, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you did, leave a brother a like and comment and subscribe to the channel. This is your boy Retro at the Retro Era. Peace out, and remember, play smarter, not harder. Peace out, fam. I'm out.